and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. Before we get into our session, let's first take a moment and thank our sponsor for this video, which is Babbel. I'm sure you've heard of Babbel. They are really awesome, like the #1 language learning app that takes away the overwhelming sort of task of learning a new language and keeps it really fun and light and just really enjoyable to practice. There are games, podcasts, short stories, culture bites, lots of different ways that you can play with this app and go through the lessons, but then take little breaks to, well, not even little breaks, but take little, games or listen to a podcast. You have other ways that you're working with it, other ways that you're immersing yourself or exposing yourself to a new language. As many of you know, I now live in South Florida, which has a huge influence of Latin and Hispanic cultures. I've met a lot of Spanish-speaking individuals, and even my boyfriend, mi novio, speaks Spanish. So while I haven't met his parents yet, it's a big deal to be able to communicate with people that you're meeting for the first time. Not that they don't speak English, but, I want to show that I'm doing my best. I'm trying to learn. It's a big deal, It's un gran problema. So to be able to be practicing Spanish makes me feel just a little more comfortable around, what is no doubt always a, kind of high pressure situation. I'll just put it that way. And I think it is for everyone. It's helping me feel a little more at ease. So if you have been thinking about learning a new language, I can't recommend Babbel enough. Again, it's so fun. It's so I look forward to it. I look forward to my lessons every day. I always find myself going over the time that I set aside for it. And I just highly, highly recommend it. Check out the link below. This is so good. Okay, ready? Check out the link in my video description below here because Babbel is offering 65% off. 65% off, making it less than $5 a month to start learning a new language today. Thank you so much to Babbel for sponsoring this video, and now let's get into our session. Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I go by luneinnate, and what I'm creating for you today is another offering in our chakra balancing series. This time we're going to be focused on the under-energized throat area. The correspondence of the throat is connected to our logic, our intellect, our communication, our thoughts, our direction, our will, channeling, what do we want? Where am I going? Saying, I'm going here. I want to build more of this. I invite more love in my life, like declarations and intentions. This also, of course, has to do with, like I said in our previous entry here, when the throat is hyper energized, a bit of, hyper analytic, hyper needing to know everything. Now, to give you the flip side here, in the under energized throat, we typically have a issue directing our will, stating what we want, knowing what we want, and thinking and moving, of course, through life logically, in a sense. It's a little bit of an abandon of logic sometimes, or an inability to logically work through things. Of course, we're all at different points. You might experience a under-energized throat and it be more pertaining to having issues like thinking through something logically, and at the same time another time, it might be more of the focus of having a difficulty asserting your will, declaring yourself, getting something off your chest, speaking your truth, getting it out there. So no matter where you are, and if you're not presently experiencing this, you can kind of just work with it with an intention to harmonize or empower your throat chakra in general. But those are going to be the themes that we're working with today. So I'm sorry, but I do need a little bit of an intro here, that I'm in a space that is very new to me. I'm still learning things. I'm learning when the best time to schedule this space would be, so it's a little more quiet without people in the back, or, a lot of people here. I have ordered, I invested in a new mic setup, so hopefully I can drown out a little bit of the background sounds. We're just going to have to deal with a little white noise, and, I hope that that's okay. I'm trying, like it's new to me as well. So I'm ordering some more lights and different stuff, so the look will change a bit as well. But I'm not gonna let anything hold me up too much. Well, I don't want anything to hold me up too much, so we're gonna keep going. And it's actually kind of fun because this whole season, the chakra season, is gonna have a little journey to it, from where I started and where I end up, so I think that's kind of cool. Just a reminder, if you enjoy more of a shorter session or a more direct session, I do have a new offering called ASMR Quick Cuts. It's a playlist of videos, my sessions, but just cut down a little bit of the extras taken out and focusing a bit more on the ASMR. And while there's talking in it, it's a little less chatty, okay? So if you prefer, please, I hope that serves you. All right, so let's start with our candle here. I want to use some of this Pacific Mystic incense from Deshamsia, because it's so lovely and herby and floral, but herby it feels like to me, because I guess Deshamsia is herbalists. This gorgeous incense, and we're gonna top our candle with this. It smells so good. Alright, so let me grab my candle. Excuse me. I do this. So I'm gonna try to focus this better for you so you can get a little view. Gotta laugh a little sometimes, so we're just going to take a little pinch. Or you know what, let's do this after. These coconut incense matches. There we go. And light our candle on behalf of your and my and everyone else's highest and greatest good and perfect comfort and perfect alignment. Let me just put this somewhere safe. Our intention today is to support your overall empowerment, alignment, of course, your overall well-being. This can benefit you in ways that we are not articulating here, as long as you open your intention to receive whatever is right for you, Whether that's a subtle communication, a vision, a word popping in your head, a aha, a point of clarity, a rest, a deep sleep or slumber, whatever is right. But keeping in line with our focus, of course. Our intention is to work to empower the throat chakra, to release all blockages here, perhaps, so that we can more clearly think and communicate and discern and navigate and use our logic, use the knowledge that we have, the knowledge that we acquire, the opportunity to acquire, of course, new knowledge always, our analytical thinking, we could say our cognitive abilities, to navigate this space on behalf of what your heart and soul is asking you for, to experience, to create. We want to also invite in this session the ability to direct your will, to speak your truth, to ask for what you need, to assert your boundaries, to get it flowing and moving. The word, the word of God, you could say. And I don't mean that in a religious context, but the word of the universe, the Big Bang, the sound, the catalyst, the movement, abracadabra, all is what's the word? Oh my gosh. And so it is. Word is bond. Like, all of this is so important to be able to connect with how powerful your thoughts, your words are to direct your energy, to direct your focus, to invite as well. So we want to work with the empowerment of all of these above and beyond. All right, and before I invite you, and I'd love to invite you to set your own intention. Send it into this little herbs here as we sprinkle this in. Send in your will. Ask for what you want. Get it off your chest. Tune in to your logic, your grounded logic, your knowledge, and let it move through you. Let it be the force of good and support that it is meant to be in your life. Right? I'll just hold this here. So you send in your wish, your directed will for this intention today. If you'd like to practice and ask, hey, I want this. Hey, I have this boundary. Hey, this is me. Just send it in. Right? Very good. Okay, I'll bring you back. And let me just set this down, okay? Utilize my pockets here. Boop and boop. Alright, so of course I have some crystals to show you. The first is this gorgeous blue apatite, and I love this one for the throat chakra. Absolutely love it. It's a absolutely stunning, gorgeous, like blue lagoon, like deep blue lagoon sort of color. I'm sorry you can't really see so well here, but it's truly gorgeous. Hello. Truly, truly gorgeous color. And this is a generator. It has 6 sides. And I'm going to actually be placing this between your feet, if you don't mind, just to place this grounded generator to hold this field, to move this energy, to connect with these intentions all around you. Okay, so blue apatite here, and I'm just going to place it between your feet, as I said. Okay, it's on a fluffy rug, so it took me a sec. Alright, next I have this azul. This is from Monk and Moon, and I think that the other one is as well. And I'm sorry you can't see it so great. Let me actually get a light for you. Alright, just to give you an idea of the markings, some of this is like black and gray, but it has this gorgeous like blue color in it as well, which is the azulite. I hope I'm saying that correctly, but I hope you also know what I'm trying to say if I'm saying it incorrectly. Right, this is a very powerful stone, and we're going to work to channel through the correspondence of this stone through time and space to work with and empower your throat chakra here, to wake it up, to get the engine revving. And as I'm focused here, I'm also focused on creating opportunities of expression. So it's not this like, oh, I can't let it out. It's just building up. Let it out. Please, if you are participating here, even a breath is a way for you to connect with that and release, okay? So we're channeling in to rev this engine a bit, to kind of jumpstart your logical abilities, your cognitive abilities, and your ability to direct your will, direct your focus. through. I'm seeing a peacock. Like, open that tail. Show us who you are. Just be yourself. Tell it like it is. Be candid. Be kind, but be candid. Feeling almost like this creeping, like pressure up behind my ears. So I'm just gonna actually I'll use some I'm gonna use a little like breath oil, breathe oil. Minty, herbaceous. Right, I'm just gonna focus. I'll just bring you back. Excuse me. Focus up behind the ears. Just helping to move this. If you feel any pressure at all, just letting this flow. Letting it empower yourself. Your thoughts, your subconscious, your like higher mind, your innate mind, your intuitive mind. And moving down through the neck, the jaw and the neck, past the clavicle, really focusing on the throat chakra here. We're all receiving such an education in this life experience, whether you're a high school dropout or a PhD. Like, we're all getting so much information all the time to work with, to process, to weed through, to discern. Okay, so please don't judge yourself on your education, and also don't judge others. Moving behind the ears, this channel. Seeing a frog in the throat. I know that not everyone can use your voice, but we can all do something. We can all do something to communicate. Blinking. Isn't there someone who wrote an entire book, blinking one eye? We have so many ways to communicate. And more ways to learn and connect and dive in and get opinions and make our own. Okay, that feels better. Coolness now. Alright, so we're going to use this aquamarine, which happens to also be from Monk and Moon. I'll shine a little light for you so you can see the formation. It's so gorgeous. How cool, right? Going to use this as, or what the intention of working with this is, to connect with an activation for you to be able to get your message out there. Send and channel, declare your message, your request to the universe. Don't hold back. Don't limit yourself. through with a gentleness. It's not a force, like raw, it's just natural. Here I have from my friend Andre. Thank you, Andre. This gorgeous, I don't know what you would even call this, but this gorgeous, long, thin crystal point for directing. And we're going to focus on directing your will. And I'm going to place this in like you're sending out. Right? So just declare your will. Send it out. Direct your intention, amplified by this quartz out into the universe, the universal mind. Let me see if I can focus better. Sending your will, beaming it out. Sorry, I'm trying to focus. Sending, channeling, all directions, all corners of the universe, your will. The power to create worlds, the power to manifest, the power to create all kinds of, like, just limitless creation. Sending it out. We're going to move through, calling it up from your heart and declare it out through. This energy and sharing it, moving your will, directing it out and out and out to all the points, to reach every piece of the web, of the fabric of time and space, declaring yourself, declaring your boundaries, declaring your intentions. Excuse me. Right? So lovely. We have this sacred frankincense also. And I love this because I want to connect with the, again, not religious, non-denominational here, but with the God in you, like, I don't want to push my beliefs on you, but just my perspective. You are God experiencing itself. You are a piece of the universe, or your soul, or however you want to think about it, experiencing something, coming down, feeling love, feeling pain, wanting to be a part of all of this in some capacity, maybe to create, maybe to serve, maybe to learn, all of the above. So I want to really honor the divine nature of your will, of your intellect, of your logic, of your consciousness, of your awareness, because what an honor to be a part of God or the universe, or however you think of it, experiencing itself, of energy, experiencing itself, experiencing touch and scent and all of these different things, right? So we're going to work with I'm just going to shield your eyes, but through. Like, see yourself as powerful. See yourself as connected to the divine, as part of the divine itself. Know that your will, your desires, your directed intentions are all a part of this beautiful experience. Your truth, your authenticity, your thoughts, your sharing of yourself, your creations. Excuse me, move back because I keep bumping it. All so essential to this experience, not just for you, but for everyone else. We're all creating this space, this world, this experience, sharing in it together. I would encourage you to journal, to write, to talk to the world around you, to talk to the wind, to talk to your pets, whatever you can to use your voice, sing, belt, let it go. And if we're not able to use our voice, that's perfectly okay. Type or hum or write or anything that you can do. Anything. Paint. Get paints and colors. How you dress, like this is all part of expression. How you communicate with the world around you. Your body language, your posture, your demeanor, and as well your thoughts. So your thoughts are also always communicating with that around you. I'm feeling like a pinchy kind of feeling on my right shoulder. So I just want to swoosh through your dominant shoulder. Send a little extra there. This might be a little burden, a little weight, a little bee sting, a little cut, a little tenderness. Perhaps you're carrying in some way from the past, related perhaps to your masculine energy or your father or the masculine energy in your life in general. You can let go, you can send it out, or maybe it's a piece of your masculine energy you're afraid to send out, like you're holding it back in some way and it's becoming a little bit of a weight. That could be possible too. So I just want to direct that out your dominant channels. Not to force it, I can't force anything for you and I would never intend to, but just to clear the way. Let this move. Let this flow through you. It's almost like just like a little pressure point almost, Okay, great. I got a glimpse of like angelic wings. Made me think some of you are looking to communicate with angels or deities or something. Like start the conversation. Remember that your words hold boundaries to include intentions of benevolence. Alright. Just gonna fluff up. visualize this gorgeous gold and blue swirling through and around your etheric field, holding the field of your mental space. Well, I hope that you enjoyed our little session here for today. Thank you so very much for allowing me to share a little piece of your path tonight. And thank you so very much for being such a significant part of mine. From the very bottom of my heart, I bow to the divine within you, within I, and to this interesting and beautiful connection that we share. So much love to you.